The Gate of Ilar hung in the void like a crown of steel and crystal, an ancient checkpoint built long before humans ever touched the stars. To pass through it was to enter the core of the Galactic Accord, the domain of civilizations that had seen empires rise and fall, species ascend and vanish, and wars burn systems to cinders. The gatekeepers were chosen from the proudest races: towering Kar with their scaled hides, serpentine Zal with their 1,000 eyes, and the calculating Ver, who ran the scanning systems that no lie could survive. Together they had ruled access for centuries. They thought they had seen every kind of refugee, smuggler, or desperate wanderer crawl before their feet. That was before the human arrived. The ship that limped toward the gate was a ruin. Its hull was shredded, oxygen tanks exposed, plating blackened from radiation burns. It should have been dead metal drifting with corpses, but one heat signature glowed faintly inside the broken wreckage. The gatekeepers laughed when they saw the fragile figure step out of the ship's jagged airlock. "Impossible," hissed the Zal commander, scales flickering iridescent with amusement. "A soft-bodied mammal survived that." The car, twice the human's height, roared. "He barely has bones. His lungs would have boiled in minutes. This is mockery. Bring him here. Let the scanner humiliate the pretender." The human staggered forward, his suit torn in places, frost crusting his eyebrows. Yet his eyes burned with defiance. He did not beg. He did not collapse. Instead, he whispered hoarsely, "I need passage." The gatekeepers grinned cruelly. They would enjoy this. Middle. The Ver attendants activated the Scanner of Origins, an artifact as ancient as the gate itself. It measured biology, history, and truth woven into flesh. No being could lie before it. The human stepped into the platform as alien laughter echoed around him. The scanner's crystal arms unfolded, beams sweeping through his body, peeling back every layer of his existence. The laughter stopped. The display filled with anomalies. Exposure. Lethal radiation. Expected survival time 12 minutes. Actual survival time 6 days 14 hours. The gatekeepers frowned. The scanner dug deeper. Oxygen deprivation. Ship breach occurred 31 hours ago. Species baseline survival without oxygen. 4 minutes. Subject. Alive after 31 hours. Murmurs rippled among the watchers. The Ka who had been laughing earlier leaned forward, his crimson eyes narrowing. "What trick is this?" he growled. The Ver, creatures of logic and perfect record, shook their translucent heads. "No trick. The readings are absolute." The human endured. The Zal commander hissed sharply. "Biological impossibility. No creature could survive vacuum exposure for more than a breath. The scanner must be corrupted." But the scanner continued, merciless in its revelations. Fractures. 11 major bones broken. Hemorrhaging, severe internal bleeding. Neural trauma, catastrophic. Heart activity, inconsistent, stopped 3 times. Restarted autonomously. The chamber went silent. The human stood there swaying, pale and bloodied, but still standing. His chest rose and fell raggedly, each breath dragging through lungs that should have been destroyed long ago. "By the stars," whispered one of the younger gatekeepers. "He is already dead. And yet he lives." The laughter was gone now, replaced by unease. The Zal's 1,000 eyes fixed on the man. "What are you?" The human straightened, pain etched into every movement. His lips cracked into a grim smile. "I'm from Earth." The words echoed in the hall like thunder. The gatekeepers exchanged glances. They had heard rumors, whispers of deathworlders from the far edge of the galaxy, A species forged in storms and poisons, predators among predators. But no one had truly believed the tales. Not until now. Curiosity overcame their disbelief. The car demanded, "Explain. How did you endure the void?" The scanner does not lie. The human shook his head slowly. "I didn't endure. I refused." I stared. He coughed, blood flecking his lips, but his voice hardened. "On Earth, everything tries to kill us. Storms that tear mountains apart. Beasts with teeth longer than arms. Diseases that turn blood to fire. We learned early. Survival isn't about strength. It's about will. We crawl out of the grave because we don't know how to stay in it." The Veer murmured in awe. "Biological extremophiles, but sentient. They are not supposed to exist." The Zal hissed nervously. "If even one of them can endure this, imagine armies of them. Imagine." But the car cut him off, slamming a clawed fist onto the console. "Enough. He is still mortal. Freak, nothing more. He should not pass." Yet the Veer objected, their voices ringing metallic. "The Accord law is clear. Passage is granted to those who prove their worth at the gate. None have proven worth as he has." The chamber erupted in arguments, species bickering, voices rising, authority clashing. But through it all, the human remained silent, his eyes fixed on the gate that loomed beyond the platform. Finally, the argument died when the scanner spoke again. Its voice was not like any alien's, but an ancient mechanical tone, the decree of the builders. Verdict: worthy. Access granted. The gate itself pulsed, ancient runes flaring to life. The human had been recognized. The gatekeepers froze. None of them had ever seen the gate itself intervene. The human staggered forward, touching the rail for balance. The energy of the open gate shimmered before him like a star reborn. The Zal hissed in disbelief. "The gate calls him worthy." Impossible. But the gatekeepers could do nothing. The gate had judged, and its judgment was law. Ending. As he passed through the threshold, the alien guards stood in silence. Some glared with hatred, others watched with awe, but none dared move against him. The human stopped at the edge and turned back. "You laugh at what you don't understand," he said quietly. His voice carried across the chamber, sharper than any blade. "We're not the strongest. We're not the fastest. But we don't stop. Not when the world burns. Not when death has us by the throat. We keep going. That's what it means to be human." Then he stepped through the gate, vanishing into the light. The gate sealed behind him, its runes dimming once more. The gatekeepers stood in stunned silence. The Zal commander finally whispered, voice trembling, "If this is one of them, then the galaxy is not ready for humans." The Veer, calculating probabilities with infinite precision, gave a simple reply. "They are not coming. They are already here."